Dumelang Sanbonani, hello and welcome to the I Grew It show with Absa. My name is Sipho Alphi Mkhwanazi and I'm ready to bring you unique stories of entrepreneurs who've turned their dreams into thriving businesses. Now, if there's one thing we love in South Africa, it's great food and even better drinks. But what happens when passion, creativity, and determination take center stage in the world of culinary and winemaking innovation? You get some game changers like today's guests. These stories prove to you that the right mix of vision and innovation, anything is absolutely possible. Let's meet today's guests.
What's up, guys? It's Andrew from Sumting Fresh, and we outside.
What's up, guys? This is Andrew from Sumting Fresh and Andy's Hot Chicken. We outside. Sumting Fresh is an Asian African-American concept that brings dynamic, flavorful, punched meals to the streets of Johannesburg. It's not all about fried chicken. It's not all about eating. It's us bringing a community together, making sure that people understand that our food pushes boundaries in the culinary world. Can I get a bump the cheese up?
Hi, my name is Raymond Makwakwa, co-founder of Sovenga Wines.
I'm this kind of a person who love businesses. Yeah. So whenever I go, I sell myself. I don't care what people will say.
My business, we turn Valencia orange fruit into premium fruit wines. So I usually focus on turning challenges into opportunities, transforming my business to something extraordinary.
Yeah, what's making move pilong how
How are things going?
Fantastic.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're on TV.
Has it always been your dream to be on TV?
I think so. Everyone.
Tell me about where everything started. I'm going to start with you, Andrew. How did we find ourselves where we are today?
I think watching Jamie Oliver when I was 14 years old, it was called like the Naked Chef that time.
Sure.
And I knew I wanted to be a chef immediately. And in 2009, I was working at Fine Ice. I met my business partner. And then we started Sumting Fresh on the side of the road. In 2012, I think the market scene just picked up in Joburg. Arts and Main came, neighborhoods came through. So when these markets picked up in Joburg, in Mabuning, things just got better.
New order on that mixed wings, eh? Give me a Nashville, a lemon pepper, and barbecue wings for this young lady, eh? Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
You know, the brand started growing much bigger as Sumting Fresh. People identified fried chicken. People knew the style, what it is. In 2018 was our best year.
Sure.
When I say best year, I mean, we probably made like 30 million that year.
Crazy.
Yeah, we had buses and trucks and warehouses. We had 60 employees.
What?
You know, yes, we were all over the country. We got people coming from America to see us. People doing weddings for people. You know, the brand was big. But at the same time, when you grow a business so quick, there's problems. You know, it's very important to have some type of foundations in life.
Yeah.
But in 2020, as we're restructuring the business, as we're saying, what's next? Lockdown.
COVID.
As everything happens, and everything, we lost everything. Our warehouse was looted, 2 vehicles were stolen. To say maybe the best thing whatever happened to me was COVID.
Yeah.
You know, because it gave me the opportunity to learn from other people and learn from the mistakes. And about 3 to 5 months, we opened up another fried chicken shop, proper this time. It's gonna be the same look and feel as the big boys.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure,
so it's gonna
sure.
be cool. But this is not called Sumting Fresh. As much as I own Sumting Fresh,
Yes.
it's called Andy's Hot Chicken.
Congratulations,
And that's
man.
ups and the downs.
Yeah. Raymond, you look like a dapper man of God. You look like you're about to deliver one of the most craziest sermons on an Easter weekend. Tell me how you got into wine. Was it because you wanted the blood? How did it all start and how did we find ourselves to where we are today?
To talk a bit about my wine, I will say my upbringing influenced me to come up with this product. I grew up in a disadvantaged family. My grandmother, she was working at a certain farm. So during those hunger days or poverty days at home, she used to come with oranges and feed us. I'm from a family of 8. Corona came, she lost her job due to lockdown. And then I had to think now out of the box to say, I need to do something which will be valuable to my life, to her and other people. Then because I'm a wine lover, I came up with an idea to say, you know what, let me try this thing. Though I have never done it before, but I believe I can do it. I wanted to create something for her. Though she's no more, she's no longer here to watch this or to see what I have for her. That's actually what have inspired me, and I believe it will still inspire others also.
Sure.
Yes.
Both of you gentlemen are playing in a space that is very white dominated. How did you guys manage to navigate that space with the limited resources and the network that you guys have? I'll start with you, Andrew.
You know, coming from a space where you always never had anything, you know, and working in environments where it's only them, you know, it's not that difficult because you understand the language.
Sure.
And you know, the most important thing is giving people experience and making sure that your product is as good, if not better, as theirs.
Yeah. Raymond?
I'm proud to say that where I expected not people to support me, I've received most of my support. I didn't really have a challenge because everyone was really, really interested about the story, was really, really eager to test, to say, really, you are saying oranges can make a wine? Then I say, yes, give it a try.
Sure.
Then when I give it, some want to be my business partner, some say, okay, can we talk business? So for me, I would say that's the space I really enjoy because that's where I test my strength of my business to say, if I'm saying I'm making a wine, let me go to the wine lovers and give it to them. Then if they're happy, then I'm cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
There are a lot of decisions that we make as we run businesses, Andrew, and some of them do not bear the fruits that we want them to bear, or some of them are catastrophic decisions. Have you ever made a decision that was just extremely detrimental to your business?
Started it, I'm joking. No, there's a lot of moments in our business where, you know, we felt we could have redone, you know, moving into the warehouse, because at that time when we moved into our warehouse, it was in Bramley View. So we got robbed a lot, you know, where we got equipment stolen, we were tied up all the time, insurance, sometimes they want to pay up. So one of the decisions where I shouldn't have moved to Bramley without doing research on where it was. Even though it was the baddest decision or it was the wrong decision, eventually it panned it out. You know, some ideas might not be the right idea for today, but in 4 or 5 years' time could be the greatest idea.
And there you have it from our entrepreneurs. It's time for us to get a word on the streets. Let's go.
What makes a great entrepreneur is somebody who finds a gap in the market and creates a business. So for you, where do you find a gap in the market and what business would you open?
For me, myself, it's in terms of like creation, because I'm a creator. Create spaces where people can create.
So do you think one day, with your law degree, you'll be able to open up your own law firm and be an entrepreneur?
No, I don't think I'll open my own law firm because I do want to open my own business, which is something different from having my own law firm.
The kind of side hustle I want to pursue and what I'm studying, two completely different things. Because I'm an engineering student and I like nails.
People tend to laugh at my business ideas.
I will not laugh.
I want to open a poultry. I want to have chickens, cows. I also want to have a ranch.
I want to own a logistic company whereby I'll be owning my own trucks, like traveling goods to other provinces and whatnot.
You need to be able to be comfortable to lose money to gain money. But I'm not necessarily afraid of the economy because I know that as South Africa, as a people, we are looking towards making our economy better.
The streets of Johannesburg are talking and we are listening. Let's shift gears and talk about those I grew it moments, the milestones that come after all of that hard work. Gentlemen, success is different for all of us, and each and every one of us have got a different view of success. But success comes from that one I grew it moment, where you're like, yes, this moment is me saying I grew it. Andrew, have you ever experienced that one I grew it moment where you're like, yes? And take me through your mindset at the time.
I think it's in general in life. When you're doing well, you don't want people to know you're doing well. you know, people say things like, we tried.
We tried.
We tried, you know. And the thing is, you don't want to compliment yourself. You don't want to sound pompous. But when you are doing something amazing and you know that you are one of a kind, you need to say to yourself, I'm the shizness.
Who's your daddy? Chicken daddy!
You know, people call me chicken daddy.
Okay.
You know, so I started realizing that I am chicken daddy. You know, I do the best chicken in the country. I do the best chicken in Johannesburg. I think you just have to give yourself flowers.
Sure.
And make sure that you motivate yourself as always. But you need to realize that you are the business and no one can touch you. Don't let anyone put you down because they weren't there when you started and they won't be there when you finish.
Of course. Raymond? That one accurate moment for you?
For me, I will say 2022, because there were a lot of criticism which I've received about the brand, to say this can't be a wine, this can't be a product. So the moment I started getting orders from well-established lodges, then I realized, oh, okay, now it means there's faith in this. Fast forward last year, where a lot of even some banks decided to come on board and say, okay, no, we see your potential, we see your ambitions, let's support you. By doing that also, I could see even the sales. I remember we released our last stock last year around 16th December. Yeah, then the first batch was gone, like within 5 days. We released another one, I think it was around 24th. By 31st also I was out of stock. And then I was like, oh, okay, now I think I have hope in this. Yeah.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Every great success starts with a single step. Whether you're starting your journey or leveling up, all you need to do, though, is keep learning, keep growing. And when you look back, you'll proudly say, yes, I grew it. We'll see you next time